Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Pharmacy Iconer. Today's topic is venturimeter. It is under the fluid of fluids. So, in the last class we have discussed orifice meter. Today we will discuss about the venturimeter. Now what is venturimeter? Venturimeter is a device which is used to measure the rate of flow of fluid in the pipeline. Now, first the principle. What is the principle behind it? Venturimeter is a device where two tapered sections joined in a middle. Now, I will show you the venturimeter. You see, this portion, from this portion is the venturimeter, this is the pipe fittings. So, this is the two tapered portion, one tapered portion and another tapered portion joined in a place. This place is called the throat, where the cross section area is minimum or lowest. This is called the throat. Now, as this cross section is less, then the velocity of water will be high. So, the water is flowing from this side to that side. This is the upstream, this is the downstream. When it will cross this throat, the velocity will be high as the cross section area is less. Now, we will apply the Bernoulli theorem here. It is the upstream. So, we will these two points for the manometers. We will add the manometer arms from this we will call the A section, this is the B section. Later on we will draw a diagram. Now, in the normal region upstream we will add one arm of the manometer, and at the throat, perhaps it is visible, at the throat we will add another arm of the manometer. So, as the velocity is higher at the throat, so pressure head is low, and here velocity is less, then pressure head is high. Now, we can measure the pressure difference or the pressure head difference with the help of the manometer. This is the principle. This area for the upstream is short and this is the long for downstream. Why? Later we will discuss it. So, this is the principle behind it. Now, we will draw the construction. I will show very easy way to draw the venturimeter. This is the straight pipeline. You take a point like that. Here you add this is the venturimeter. Now you rub it. This is the venturimeter. This is the upstream. This is the downstream. This is the downstream. That means fluid is flowing from this side to that side. This is the short portion, short tapering portion. This is the long tapering portion. This is the throat. Throat of the venturi. Now we will add the manometer. Suppose this is the point A, and at the throat it will be the point B. This one at the point B. We will add the manometer to the point A and point B. Like that. This is the simplest way to draw a venturimeter. Now here is the pressure is high here, pressure is low. So manometer will, meniscus of the two liquid will be like this. The liquid of this arm will be high and liquid one meniscus will be at the low. This is the R or delta H. This is the construction of a venturimeter. So it contains a short tapering portion and long tapering portion. Short tapering portion and the long tapering portion. This is the upstream and this is the downstream. So manometer, it is attached or at the point A and point B. This is the point B at the throat. So there will be the pressure difference. Now the working. So I have told you the water is flowing from this side to that side. This is the short portion, this is the long portion. Now why this portion is the short and this portion is the long tapering portion? Why? As because if it is the long portion, then the fluid or water will adjust itself to flow. So there will be no significant pressure loss. So for this reason, this portion is short and this portion is the long. So it is fitted in a pipeline, and manometer will give the pressure head difference as the delta H, at the delta H. Now if this throat diameter is 1/5 or less of the pipe diameter, then the formula will be UV is equal to CV square root 2G delta H. UV velocity at the venturi, that is throat, CV coefficient of Venturi, and normally it is taken as 0.91. G is the acceleration due to gravity, delta is the difference of the meniscus in the manometer. Now we can deduce the formula. You have seen in the orifice meter that root over uv square minus ua square, this one u square is equal to cv 2g delta h. Now when the throat diameter is 1/5 or less of the pipe diameter, then we can neglect the u1, this one u1, it is very small, velocity is very less, so we can neglect this one. So square root of uv square is equal to what will happen, uv is equal to cv root 2g delta h. This is the formula of the Venturi meter. So delta h can be taken from the manometer reading. Next, application. This Venturi meter used for measuring the rate of flow for the liquids also and also the gases. Next is the advantage. First advantage is that here pressure drop is less, not significant, as because the pressure drop will be less here for this type of construction. So number one, pressure drop is less. Number two, energy loss also very less. Number three, there is a less chance for clogging or blocking of the throat, less chance for clogging. Number four, this Venturi meter can be placed in any position. It may be the vertical, it may be the horizontal, or it may be the inclined. So in different way we can put this Venturi meter in the pipeline. So these are the some advantage. Next is the disadvantage. Disadvantage is that its cost, manufacturing cost is high. Number one is it is the costly, its manufacturing cost is high. Number two, it is a long piece. So we cannot use this in the short pipe. Number three, its installation required the technical person. Number four, it is not the flexible, that means it is the rigid structure. It is not the flexible. So these are the some disadvantages. Now we will compare the orifice meter versus the Venturi meter. So you have seen like that. The water will flow in this way. So it has the B point, so manometer will be like that. Now you remember the structure of the orifice meter. First point, here pressure drop is high. In orifice meter, here pressure drop is high, here pressure drop is less. Number 2, here energy loss is high. In case of the ventimeter, energy loss is very low. Number 3, it is a flexible because it has different structure like concentric, eccentric or segmental, but in this case of venturimeter it is a fixed rigid structure. Next, here in the manometer reading, in case of the orifice meter, there is a high, delta is the high, here delta is the low, as because there is a pressure difference high, here pressure difference is the low. So there are the some comparison of the venturimeter and orifice meter. Now we will discuss some mistakes what students are doing in the examination for the drawing of the venturimeter. Some students draw like that. So it is not the joke, it is the practical I have seen like that. So there is no place for fluid flow in this way. Some students draw like that. Very easy way. It is also wrong. Some students draw in an artistic manner. Like that. Some students draw like that for easy flow of the fluid. But all these are the wrongs. I have shown you how to draw a venturimeter because it is a short portion, it is the long tapering portion. You will remember it for drawing the structure. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you.